Okay, so I have a Moonshine Mani haul. I got 4 polishes, and one of the 4 was a mystery polish. The first one I got, I'm actually wearing right now on these two. It's called Every HM Christmas Movie Ever Made, which is I find I find the name of that polish very funny. But I also just really like that snowy white kind of crelly base, and then it has these really fun red and green, and I think there's a little bit of iridescent or gold flakies in there. And it's got squares and circles in different sizes. I just thought it was a really fun, festive, and of course Christmassy polish. The next one I got is from this year, so 2023's Christmas collection, and they're all lines from the song White Christmas. This one is called Just Like the Ones I Used to Know. And this was my favorite from that collection. I might go back and buy some more later. We'll just have to see. I put myself on a no buy until my birthday month, which is not that far away. It's March, but I think I went kind of a little overboard on the Black Friday sales, so I'm gonna enjoy the polishes that I have before buying some more. This one is Ragnarok, and it's just this really, it's kind of what I call a swampy green, and it has red and bright green flakes, and you can see it go into like yellow or gold at some angles. And this one was the mystery polish, and it's called L Pod 2.0, and it says it's a thermal, which is one of the things I really like about Moonshine Mani is that she writes thermal or magnetic or solar just right on the bottle. And this looks like it is in kind of a dark bluish gray, and it has some different colored flakies in it. So I'm really curious what its warm state will be. It's definitely in its cold state right now. So let's swatch them out. I'm going to be swatching them out on swatch sticks instead of my fingers, mostly because I just don't want to redo my manicure right now. So here's the first coat of Every HM Christmas Movie Ever Made. And with this type of formula and polish, what I found works for me is to do one very thin coat first and not worry about glitter placement or how many glitters I've got on it. And then my second coat, I'll do it a little bit thicker and I'll purposefully place some glitters. Okay, now I'm going to do the second coat. So this coat I do a little bit thicker, and sometimes I'll try and fish for glitters a little bit. With this polish, you don't need to fish for glitters. I'm getting plenty. And then if all the glitters end up kind of in one place, I'll sort of move them around a little bit with the brush. And I do this one just a little bit thicker than the first coat. Right now I'm wearing 2 coats of it, and I think that did just fine. You could You could do 3 really thin coats if you want to have a bit more pond effect. So on my manicure, I also used a glitter grabber top coat and then a regular glossy top coat. One thing that I have problems with is that I am not patient enough to let the layers dry fully in between, and that's when you tend to get things like the polish getting just sort of like squished, is if you don't let it dry fully in between. And I think the Crellies take a little bit longer to dry, or maybe it's because I put a slightly thicker coat on. So this is 2 coats of every HM movie ever made. And it's 2 coats on my hand as well. Oh, so I paired this with OPI's I'm Really an Actress. Is the red and gold that I paired it with. Okay, let's swatch out Just Like the Ones I Used to Know. It's such a unique combination. Well, I certainly don't have anything like it in my collection, of this dark blue with this yellow gold shimmer. So that's 1 coat of Just Like the Ones I Used to Know. And that gold shimmer just shows up really well. Okay, let's go in with a 2nd coat of Just Like the Ones I Used to Know. Oops. There we go. Now it's showing up on my phone screen the way it's more like how it's showing up in real life. It looks like this might possibly be more of a 3-coater. Although I sort of fool myself with the clear swatch sticks sometimes. They end up being more opaque than I think they are, just because the swatch stick is clear. I don't want to test it on my nail until it's fully dry. So that's 2 coats of Just Like the Ones I Used to Know. Okay, now we're going to swatch out the next one, which is Ragnarok. And I forgot to mention that Moonshine Manny usually also sends out like cute little toys like this and candy with the shipment. I think the candy already got eaten by my kids. I think it was an airhead this time. But yeah, we got this cute little elephant. Came with the polishes. One of the things that I like about the smaller or indie brands is that they give cute little extras and stickers, things like that. So this is the first coat of Ragnarok. I actually maybe kept a little too much on the brush. And this is the Moonshine Manny brush. I call it the medium size, and it's a flat paddle brush. It's actually the size and shape that I like best. I think it's easiest to work with. The really big fluffy ones I tend to make a mess with, and the skinny round ones are just frustrating because you have to keep dipping into the bottle multiple times for one nail. So I think this size is kind of the happy medium. Okay, let's do a second coat of Ragnarok. This looks like a really pretty fall color to me. But I'll probably wear it before the fall anyway. Let's see if we can get my camera to focus on the flakies. I found that a lot of cameras have a hard time with flakies. There we go. So this is 2 coats of Ragnarok. Kind of curious how it would look over a very dark green or black, so I might do that later. Okay, and this is LifePod, or it says LPod. I watch a lot of science fiction, so I'm assuming it's LifePod 2.0, and it's the thermal. It was the PPU overpour surprise polish or mystery polish. Oh good, I got a nice big flaky right there in the first coat. Okay, let's do a second coat of LPod 2.0. I don't know why I wrapped the end of that. That I guess was just autopilot. Okay, this is 2 coats of LPod 2.0. And when it's all the way dry, I'm gonna put in some warm water and see what its color changes. Okay, so it's had a good amount of time to dry. It's still a tiny bit tacky, but I think we could do this. See if we could get it to change its color. Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, so it looks like it turns kind of a corally pink. It's a fun transition. Okay, so this is LPod 2.0 in its cold and warm state. Yeah, that was a fun mystery polish. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was try out Ragnarok over a dark green and over a black. So I just think it might make it really interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, the reds really show up when we put it over. I used Look at the Tine. That's pretty. try it out. Let's try it out over the black. Yeah, so this is a fun one. It seems like it would be fun to wear just on its own or just over some different colors. Maybe I should try it over kind of a burgundy too. Okay, let's try it over this kind of dark wine red. And then I already have a gold on this swatch wheel, so let's try it there too. Oh, and it looks like one of my cats might help me. Now let's try it over the gold. I don't know if I'm a fan of it over the gold, but it's still interesting. And let's try it over the dark red. Yeah, I think the dark red might be the winner, in my opinion. So there it is over a dark green, over black, and over a dark kind of burgundy. And here it is over gold. So here's all 4 polishes and a candy and the cute little elephant. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!